last night. We got another one tonight. And speaking of games, head football coach Johnny Johnson, the Childersburg Tigers, joined us. And Coach, we're looking for that ice on top of your head too. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, we're looking forward to getting another win.
Hey, Walter Wellborn last Friday night. By the way, Coach Johnny Johnson show brought to you by Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga. Walter Wellborn comes to town, and Walter Wellborn, a pretty good football team, but you hung in there for a while.
We did. We played good for a while. I thought we played hard, scored some points. I knew going in, it's going to be tough to slow them down, but we kept fighting.
They're a physical football team that likes to run the football.
Oh, they ran the football. I don't think they didn't tip a pass. They ran the football. Yes, they did.
Well, you know what you're going to get, and
Yes.
it's your job to stop them.
Hey, we tried, but it was a tough night trying to stop them. But
Yeah.
they had a hard time trying to stop us too, though.
Yeah.
I thought we did some good things.
Talk about some of those good things from last Friday night with the loss at for Walter Wellborn.
I thought, Seth Garrett, Philip Tiller was hurt, so we moved him tailback. I thought he played real well. We moved Chris Swain on our quarterback to receiver. We spread the ball out. He had some big catches, big score for us. I thought Lane Dennis threw the ball for us. Xavier Duncan played good at receiver. We had some bright spots.
All right, you're going into halftime. Your thoughts on what you said to your kids at half?
We just want to come out, play a second half. It's another game that we don't come out in the second half and play well.
Yeah.
We played good first half. If we just play first half, we in the ball game a lot. But second half, we just didn't come out and play good.
What do you attribute that to? I mean, it's the same football team. You take a break at halftime and come back out, and it just kind of falls apart a little bit.
It's mental, just mental. Still a little young group that don't know how to come out in the second half. To when we make adjustment, then it take a couple plays, then they get it. But then sometimes it's too late when you get it.
Yeah. Walter Wellborn over Childersburg last week, on the road to Beulah tonight. And I don't know if you can get there from here any easy way, Beulah, Alabama.
No, it's just a long ride. We're going to leave early today to get down there and set up. They looking for a win. We're looking for our second win. So it's going to be a good football game tonight.
You saw tape of Beulah. What do you see on them?
They're a more even matchup right there. They got some talent like we got, some size that we got a little bit on both sides of the ball. So they do some different things offensively, different formations. So it's going to be some adjustment because they show so many different things they do offensively. Defensively, we don't see it all. So we just got to execute on offense.
You got some young kids playing, and you see some of these sets that some of these teams playing. You got to be thinking on your feet most of the time, don't you?
Oh, you have to. You get to reach your keys. That's the most thing. Be disciplined on both sides of the ball.
Explain reading keys. What does that mean?
On defense, we playing man. Your eyes can't go in the backfield. Up front, you got to stay in your gaps. You can't get out of your gaps. If you're responsible for a gap, you got to be responsible for a gap. You can't go B gap.
And it's easy to get sidetracked on
it. You can. With young kids, you can get sidetracked. On offense, you got to know the front stay in, who to block, who you double team, communicate up front on the offensive line.
And it's something that you work on every day.
Every day.
Throughout the season. And it's one of those things where you got a football team that is relatively young, and you got some talent on this football team. As you put the talent and experience together, that's going to pay off.
It will. It's 11 guys. 11 guys got to combine and play as one, and that's when everything worked well.
Talk about a player or two that really stood out in that loss against Walter Wellborn and that you'll be leaning on tonight against Beulah.
Same group. Seth Garrett again at running back. I thought he played really well on both sides of the ball. On defense, Xavier Duncan played good on offense. He ain't been playing much offense. I thought he did well. Again, we're going to use both quarterback. Lane Dennis came in and threw well, and we moved Chris around. He know we move around different plays. He's a great athlete, so we was depending on him, different people to just step up. Every week we need somebody to step up and get us a chance to win every week.
And for people like me that watch high school football, sometimes we don't appreciate those guys that are multifaceted, that can play different positions, offense and defense, and they seem to do it with ease.
Oh, they do. So I tell you to be in shape. We got guys that do a really good job that can go both ways.
Yeah. Well, tonight it's on the road to Beulah and trying to get another win for the Childersburg Tigers. That game kicks at 7 o'clock tonight. And you mentioned reading your keys. What are some of the key components of tonight's game that Childersburg's got to do well on?
We got to do better in our special teams, especially in punt. Had one block last week and blocked the score. Special team got to be better. We got to wrap up good tonight on defense, and we just got to go execute on offense and go put some points up.
All right, we're getting to the 2/3 point of the high school football season this year. You've seen your ups and downs, but one thing before we go this morning, what keeps you excited about this Childersburg football program and this team?
The guys keep coming in working. You know, things didn't go the way we want to go right now. When you get time this year and you got an idea, you know, the playoff is out of reach, but they keep coming in. They're still working. Then you know what you got coming back, and the process is still on the way.
All right, Coach Johnny Johnson, the head football coach of the Childersburg Tigers, on the road to Beulah tonight. Kick is at 7 o'clock. Coach Johnny Johnson Show brought to you by Community Funeral Home. Coach, let's do it and see you next week.
See you next week. Let's do it.
All right, more Daybreak coming up right after this.